If there is no conflict in your marriage, then it means that one person is dominating the relationship and the other one is not able to express his or her feelings or her emotions. And that is very dysfunctional because in marriage, you must give your spouse the opportunity to express him or herself, whatever that he or she is feeling. If the person is angry, the person must have the opportunity to express that anger. The Bible tells us in Ephesians that we can be angry, but we don't have to sin. Be angry, but don't sin. Which means that you can be angry, but you don't have to use your words to damage your spouse. You don't have to use your words to suppress, your spouse. So if in your marriage, when you are going through something, when you are hurt, when you are mad, when you are in a very difficult position, when somebody has stepped on your toes, but you cannot express your feelings, your emotions, your anger, it means that that marriage is unhealthy. And as I said, it means one person is dominating the marriage. That is why there is no conflict. Because the other person feels that if I express myself, it will end up in conflict. It will end up in confusion. So I don't want any trouble. So let me just suppress it. And that person will harbor a lot of bitterness and hatred in his or her heart. So I want to take this opportunity to give some tips how you can go about when there is conflict, how you can resolve conflict amicably, peacefully, so that you can have a wonderful marriage. Because as I said, there is no way that you can live with someone without the person hurting you in a way, saying something or doing something, that will not disturb your peace of mind, or that will make you feel uncomfortable, or you'll be hurt, or you'll be angry. So let's say, for instance, your husband or your wife did something that you don't like. Instead of you complaining, that's who you are, I don't like your attitude, and complaining and all that, and criticizing, learn to complain lovingly without criticizing. And let me explain. You can complain without criticizing or attacking your spouse's personality or his or her self-esteem. You can express yourself. You can say how you feel. So, for example, you say, my dear, I love you. I married you because I love you and I appreciate you. You're a very hardworking person. I appreciate everything that you are doing in this house. 3 days ago, you did something, you said something, and it really, really hurt my feelings. Maybe you don't know that it hurt me, so I just want to voice it out to you. You see, the way you said it, you say it lovingly. When you say it lovingly, your spouse will be able to understand. As I said, there is no way that two people can be together without conflict. Conflicts are part of life, but it is how you manage it. It is how you solve it. So instead of you complaining and attacking your spouse's character or the person's personality or attacking the person's self-esteem, say it, my dear. I love you. I married you because I appreciate you. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. But yesterday, you said something and it hurt my feelings. So I just want you to know. Look at the angle that you took the argument from. So you can complain without criticizing. And also, secondly, allow your spouse to express his or her emotions. Allow him or her to express his or her anger. As I said, the Bible says we can be angry, but we don't have to sin. So don't suppress, don't say you sweep everything under the carpet. You make the person better. The person will not be a happy person in the marriage because you are not allowing him or her to express his feelings or her emotions or his emotions. So listen to your spouse. It's like when you go to a company and like a customer service point and you buy something and then you take it back. When you take it back and the person, oh, please, you are welcome. You can just change it. Next time you go to that shop and buy again. So you are like a customer service client. When your husband or your wife comes to you to complain, you say, my dear, you can come to me, you can complain, and I'm not going to hold it against you. You are not going to pay a price for it. So if your husband or your wife complains about something, don't use it against him or her. When the person expresses how he or she feels, accept it. When you accept it, both of you can grow together. And as I said, you don't have to use it against your spouse in the future. And you said it, you will not grow. Because marriage is an environment that God uses to grow us. It exposes our nakedness when it comes to our character. And then God will use it to build us. And then we will grow. And finally, you may have some strong belief about your spouse in your mind that may be fake or false or may not be true. You may have this strong belief in your mind that, oh, my husband is like this, my wife is like this. It may not be true. The Bible says the devil, the enemy, he is called the accuser of the brethren. He's always accusing and slandering and vilifying our spouses in our minds. So he will tell you that your spouse is like this, your husband is like this, your wife is like this, and you have this strong, wrong belief in your mind, and that can make you bitter. So you may have some belief about your spouse, but let him or her know that this is how I feel, this is how I see you. And if your spouse expresses his or her emotions, just work on it, listen to him or her. And when you listen, okay, then both of you can solve the problem, because conflict, as I said, they are part of life, they are part of marriage. Everywhere that you go, we are two different people, so we cannot agree on everything, but we will come to a place where we will compromise, and then we learn from each other. So learn to solve your conflicts in a loving way, in respect, in honor, not in don't damage your spouse with your words. Don't intimidate your spouse with your words. Don't let your spouse feel bad about him or herself. It is not good. Okay, don't let him or her feel so small. You belittle him or her. Okay, you have to, the words that comes out of your mouth must give your husband or your wife life and boost his or her self-esteem. Thank you.